Hi there, and thank you so much for your interest in our plugins. Today I'm going to show you how our Lightbox Optin plugin works. As usual, to install the plugin, we go ahead and click Add New, and we'll upload our plugin right now and install this, and then quickly activate this plugin. After activation, you would see this plugin here, and if you go to Settings, and you will also see a new menu item called Lightbox Optin. You click that. Now, upon activation and installation, the plugin already pre-fills some things for you, such as the color of our opt-in boxes and some basic text, our submit button boxes, and display frequency, and the type of design that it is, but nothing else is filled in yet. So let's just go ahead and do that. For demo purposes, I'm going to leave the delay as blank so that it will show up immediately when I load the page. And the display frequency is basically how often this should be displayed, and it works on a cookie. So if somebody lands on your web page and the pop-in comes up and they click the X out of it, then the pop-up will not display again for another 7 days. So I want to put a headline here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a pre-written headline, and then I have a sub-headline option. Now this option is only available for the vertical middle ribbon design, this is not the design that we're using. We're using the default horizontal top ribbon, and I'll show you how it changes here in a minute. And I also want to put in some opt-in copy. This will most definitely be something that you want to have to show people or explain people and convince people quickly why they should register or opt in to your list. And then finally, we have the opt-in form code here. So I'm going to paste my form for my opt-in box. And custom CSS, usually you don't have to worry about that unless you know CSS. And then there's a ribbon color and a box color. I want to leave it as default for right now so I can show you what it looks like. And I'll probably just change this button to say register and leave the button color for right this minute and save changes. Now, if I go to our website and check it out, there is our opt-in form. Now you can definitely change the design. We can have the ribbon at the bottom instead. Again, I refresh this. Now your ribbon is at the bottom, and we can have a vertical version, so where the ribbon is on the top. Now I'll save this and I'll refresh. There's the vertical option, and then we have the vertical middle ribbon, and that's the vertical middle. Now you will see that for the vertical middle, the title has moved to the middle section, but we also have a subheading, which if I'm going to put in a subheading for my vertical option, and I save this, and if I refresh this page, you'll see a subheading option available for the vertical. Now, let's say I do not like how close these the text is here. I can also add custom CSS to make it wider, and this will depend on your theme, because if you change your theme, the text line design will also change according to your theme. So for this particular theme, I may want to specifically edit, and if I refresh, and now the lines are further apart and probably easier to read as well. Another nice thing about this plugin is that I can actually disable this on particular posts or pages. For example, sometimes you have landing pages that you do not want this page on. So let's say on this particular page about, I don't want the pop-up to show here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to the right hand side here and check disable pop-up and click update. And if I view this page specifically, you will see that the pop-up is no longer there. Also, if you go back to the Lightbox Optin, and this is a nice thing about this plugin is that you can select your ribbon colors. They can be any color that you choose, pretty much unlimited. You can also give the box change the color slightly if you like it, perhaps a little darker, or maybe a light tint here. You can do that too. And you can also change the buttons for the submit. And now if we refresh this, you see that my box has changed pretty much completely. Another thing that can be done with this particular plugin is to add a delay. So let's say I do not want it to show up immediately. I want it to show only 5 seconds after the page loads. I can add a value there and save changes. I'll go to our page. Let me delete this cookie so that our pop-up will show up. And now I'm refreshing this page, and only after 5 seconds will it show up. It's not going to show up immediately. So there's the delay option.